What up, sports fans? It's your boy HipHoppa here. That's right, I'm back. Bet you never thought you'd see me again. Well, here I am. For a limited time only, though, okay? I don't know how often I'll be doing these vids, but here's a nice little New Bloods review for you today. And I know I missed last week's New Bloods, and that's mostly because, A, I'm not really feeling the game a whole lot right now. But also, I didn't have any I was all out of creds, so I couldn't buy any packs, so I was just like, I just found it really hard to get motivated to do a video last week, and I know that's not fair to all y'all, but that's what happened. Anyway, what up, Mecha Colos? Anyway, we got New Bloods this week. Let's do it. But yeah, I mean, basically, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm just not feeling the game lately, like I was saying, and mostly it's just, I never actually really intended for this to be a gaming channel or an Urban Rivals channel necessarily. I just kind of was practicing, by putting up Urban Rivals videos, and then they got popular, and then, it just, you kind of get swept up in all of it, you know what I mean? And it's fun. I mean, I love doing the videos and stuff, but it's not the direction necessarily I want to be going right now. I just really don't want to dedicate my life to a game necessarily, and that's kind of what's been going on with me, in case you were wondering. But enough about me. We're moving on to some New Bloods, baby. So, fun against the backdrop of politics. Okay. Clint City, the city clans seem to be gradually uniting, but the tension is still palpable among some of them. In any case, it's certainly a common enemy that they now need to fight against. Kate's in charge of bringing on board as many new recruits as possible, and as ever, she's pulled it out of the bag. So, I don't understand, why is Kate she's still recruiting new recruits for the clans, but she's also the enemy? I don't get that. I don't know. Anyway, he's young and up for it. It's Jonathan, the berserk yellow vest protester. Okay, so I guess in Europe you guys have the yellow vests. Here in the United States we have the Black Lives Matter, and yeah, okay, cool. And to stand up to him, they've wheeled out bad guy Castanard, I guess, one of the Sentinel's riot police thugs. Okay. Because police are bad, apparently. Faced with this violence, businesses are going under, El Pino's included, but fortunately for him, he works for the Huracan. And finally, there's a new Vortex in Secutor's personal guard, also from Rin. He's dangerous golem X-Hares. Alright, cool. So we got another Rin entrant here. In fact, well, Vortex has 2 Rin cards now, don't they? That's interesting. But let's head on over to iCleanse and check these bad boys out. And like I said, sorry I missed last week's New Bloods. Last week was a pretty sweet release, and so I gotta give some mentions here before we get to the new cards. We got Alucard last week for Paradox. Great little 2-star DR card. The first real DR that they have, which is nice. Obviously Anita. You have to play her with courage, is it? So that kind of limits her DRness, her DR effectiveness. And Dwella's DR is dependent on symmetry, which is very difficult to get to go. So I really like Alucard. Great addition to the Paradox, their first real DR card. And Anita, I gotta say, Anita's stats were pretty nice. I mean, she could hit for 6, which is ridiculous for a 2-star. But I do think Alucard is going to be just a little more useful, just because of the non-conditional ability. And he has 7 power, and still can hit for 5. So not bad. Very nice card for Paradox. Denna, I think, she looks cool for sure, but I think she's probably the least decent card of the bunch, just because I don't really think Pussycat's really needed. another 3-star. I mean, they've already got a lot of good 3-stars. And, she's got solid stats, 7-4, with that minus, and modest, DR there with -7 attack, -0. And the -0, of course, is the Rin, the Rin gimmick, I guess. It is kind of a gimmick generally. I mean, it's that -0's most often probably not going to come into play. But again, it is nice. She can beat, uppers and sacrum who have a -3, things like other cards like that. But you have a lot of good 3-stars. Mina, Ashikaze Legend, Gi. You know what I mean? You already have a lot of really good 3-stars for Pussycats. And maybe if Ashikaze Legend ever gets a stats change or something, then maybe Denna might come into play. She'll be your go-to attack manipulator. But for now, I'd probably just use Ashikaze Legend. That's just me, though. Seagar, of course, is the Popeye the Sailor card here. Great card for the Piranhas. Solid 7-4 stats. He's basically the replacement for Barden. Barden was just a little too powerful. Seagar brings the dope, but it's conditional on support. And then he's got those solid 7-4 stats for a 3-star. I like him. Good card. And oh yeah, did we get Griffinmore last week? No, that wasn't a new blood. I guess the other new blood fell off. Who was it? It was crap, I can't even remember now. I don't know. It was a good card, though. It was a dang good card. It was a really good release last week. Let's hope this week's just as good. We got Castanard here. 2-star Sentinel. And Castagnard, is that how you pronounce that? I wish the friggin' page would load. There we go. Friggin' Xfinity. What up, Xfinity? Thanks for advertising. Anyway, so Castagnard here is a 2-star Sentinel, an 8-2, so solid stats for a 2-star. He has stop, power, and damage +2. So if he gets SOA'd, he's a friggin' 10-4. And then, of course, he has his attack bonus on top of that. So that's pretty sick for a 2-star. I like that. And even without his stop ability, he's an 8-2 with the +8 attack. Decent stats. It's a very nice card. He's an uncommon. And next up, what do we got here? Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan is also an uncommon card. So it's a double uncommon week this week. Those are always good weeks because your chances of pulling one of those uncommons is pretty nice. So I always like the double uncommon weeks. So, on the double rare weeks, those are exciting, of course, but your chances of pulling one of those rares are going to be difficult. You know what I mean? So here we have Jonathan, another 2-star. So double 2-stars this week, and he's a Zerk, and he has 8-2 with Revenge Stop ability. So not bad. I guess you kind of have to choose now. Do you want him with his Revenge ability, or do you want Milosh, right? So they're both decent cards. They both hit for 4 with their bonus. And Jonathan is an 8 power, and of course Milosh has that lovely -4 -4 power manipulation. So tough choice here. I don't know. They're both good, but Jonathan, I guess if you have him and Pedro in your deck, you could have double SOA. For not very many stars. A 2 and a 3-star. So pretty nice card. I like it. Good card for the Zerks. And next up we have X-Hares, and he's the rare of the bunch. X-Hares, friggin' 5-star for the Vortex, and big ol' 8-7 stats. Those are always nice. And he comes with frigging DR. So if we ever get the Xfinity ad to load, here we go. So gets his ability at level 5. So no semi-evos this week so far. We'll check out the last card here in a moment. But X-Hares has -4 -0 DR, and I get, honestly, the -0 on DR is nice. That could actually come into play. But again, -0 for the Rin cards. That's their claim to fame. And of course, he's a big old 8-7, so great fork card. If he gets beat, you get pills back and DR the other card by 4. Pretty nice. So very solid card there. Definitely the rare of the bunch, and he deserves it with that power level. Anyway, last up we got the common card. It's Elpina. Elpina, I guess. There's no Enye there, so I guess it's Elpina. No, it should be Elpina though, right? I don't know. Anyway, gets his ability at level 3, so again, no semi-evos this week. And he's a 3-star, 6-5 stats, and he has symmetry -3 opponent power -4. So he can be a virtual 10-5 if you get that symmetry going. But of course, that's like, a 1 in 4 chance of getting symmetry off per match. So it's unlikely that he's going to get that ability off. 6-5, 5 damage is nice for a 3-star. 6 power is a little bit meh, but he does have the lovely Huracan attack bonus to go with that. So fairly decent. I don't know if that makes up for Huracan losing all their good 3-stars though. El Mariachi and Tengu, and they've lost a lot of good 3-stars lately. So I guess you got to use what you got with Huracan, and they've got Elpina. But anyway, let's go. Let's go to the website here, and we'll check out the missions, the New Blood missions this week, and then we'll friggin' buy our pack. So let's see here. Boom. What do we got? Game. Missions. What up? Alright. So there's a black market mission. Yay. 30 Oda Helpa for a million friggin' Clints. I really hate the black market, by the way. It's just screwing up the game so hard. But anyway, I digress. First up, we got Apple Pen. Win 30 rounds with Elpina. And of course, with his symmetry activated, you're definitely going to win rounds with him. But without that activated, I don't know. So 30 rounds is going to take a while. Next up, we got the second Golem. Inflict 250 damages with X-Hares. So, he hits for 7. So 250 damage. It'll take a while. So settle in for that one. But 7 damage at a time. The occasional Fury for 9. You'll get those 250 damages in. And, I don't speak French, damn it. Quel est votre métier? Remove 44 life points from your opponents with Jonathan. And Jonathan, of course, he only drains 2 per time. So you're going to have to win with him like 22 times, basically, and get his bonus to go off as well. That'll take a little while. Don't make me use my flash ball. Win 5 fights, finishing with a KO from Castagnard here, and 5 fights with a KO. Oh, that's not That's not hard at all. And he's an uncommon too, isn't he? So that one's going to be pretty easy. Win 5 fights with a KO from Stenakis. He only hits for 2, obviously, but you can use any of your other big cards to finish the fight and still get the KO. So that's only 5 fights. That's not bad. So you might, if you don't draw Stenakis here from a pack this week, you might want to just purchase one, finish, knock that mission out really quick, and then sell him back. Anyway, cool. Those are all the lovely missions for this week. So let's go ahead and buy a pack here on the app. And yeah, we got 42 creds to our name. So yeah, we'll buy a pack, and hopefully next release we can buy another. So yeah, there are some really good cards in New Bloods right now. Let's see what we got. We don't want auto reveal on. Let's be surprised. Okay, the very first one is our rare. So here we go. What do we got? Friggin' Hella? Seriously? Damn it. She's a nice card. Don't get me wrong, but I've already got a couple of her, and I was hoping for something a little nicer, something I don't have yet. We got Senorita Frog. We got friggin' Senorita Frog. Wow, this pack is sucking nuts. We got Alfred Life, which we already have, and last but not least, another uncommon, baby. Oh, there we go. We got Stenakis here. Exolande. We'll finish that mission pretty quick, and then sell him for some nice cashola, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, my name's HipHoppa. You've been hip-tipped, baby. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Special edition, Hoppa's Hip Tips. And please come back here, well, whenever I do another video. Hopefully it'll be, I'll definitely do New Bloods next week, or next release, I should say. But other than that, it's going to be a little hit and miss, and I apologize. But we'll see you in the next vid, baby. Yeah.